This girl's husband died 3 days ago, and she says these have been the most peaceful 3 days of her life. My husband, Griffin 42, died on Tuesday, and it's been the most peaceful 3 days of my goddamn life. His heart just stopped. I was watching a show at the time and didn't even pause it when I heard a loud crash in the hallway. He was always dropping something or tripping. It drove me absolutely fucking crazy these past couple years. We got married 7 years ago. Back then he was a successful broker. We flew on vacation a lot, but then he got sick and became an unbearable piece of shit. He stopped earning, started cutting back on my procedures, and constantly coughed at night with his lungs. I stopped sharing a bed with him a year ago because he smelled like medicine and some kind of rot. When I finally bothered to come downstairs an hour later to get wine, he was already lying there blue next to the nightstand. I called an ambulance. They came and confirmed a heart attack. 3 days have passed since then, and holy shit, it's like a straight-up holiday. Nobody chomping at dinner, nobody asking for water, nobody whining about their endless pain. I sleep till noon, stuff my face with pizza in bed, and scroll through my feed. Yesterday, I stuffed all his clothes into giant garbage bags and put them outside to free up space for a new spacious walk-in closet. His stupid coin collections and boring history books he was always pawing through went in there too. His idiot brother calls me every single fucking hour whining about the funeral and the coffin. I just blocked him so he wouldn't ruin my mood. Told his mom to go pick up the body from the morgue themselves and bury it wherever they want. I'm not spending my legal days off standing in a black dress by a hole in the ground, especially since I just got an expensive blowout at the salon yesterday. This morning, his sister showed up and started screaming down the whole street that I'm a heartless bitch because I got rid of his dog. Why the hell do I need that old blind flea bag? It stinks, needs walking, and constantly whines outside the door. I dropped it off at the city shelter and said it was aggressive and attacked people, let them put it down. The sister was howling like a lunatic, snot everywhere. I just closed the door right in her face, turned the music up loud, and went to take a bubble bath. I think I have every right to rest. I put up with this impotent bastard for 7 whole years. I earned my peace and quiet. Tomorrow I'll go to the notary to transfer his car to myself. I've been wanting to swap my old wreck for his fresh Audi for ages. Relatives are sending me all kinds of crap online. I just delete their shit. I genuinely don't understand why people make such a drama out of a normal death. He died and fuck him. Life goes on. Gotta think about the future. Edit. Forgot to add one detail since I'm already writing and spilling everything as it is. I grabbed his bank cards while he was still lying on the floor and transferred all available money to my personal account. He doesn't need them anymore, he's a corpse. And I need to pay my masseuse who comes once a week to relieve my stress. The masseuse was actually at my place that very fucking day when Griffin croaked. We had a great time in the bedroom while my late husband was wheezing in the hallway. Also, I broke into his personal safe in the study. There was some old grandma junk with diamonds. I'll pawn that garbage at a pawn shop on the weekend and buy myself a proper designer bag. I earned this. Comment 1. Damn, you're something else, but hey, when my grandpa kicked the bucket, I went straight for his stash in the couch and drank it with the guys without waiting for the funeral. Dead people don't need money. What's the big deal? So I feel you. OP reply. Finally, one sane person in this mob of moralists. Money should work, not sit in a dead guy's account. I'm not putting my needs on pause because of other people's hang-ups. Comment 2. So the masseuse was pounding you real good while your husband was croaking. I'd give you a rub down too if you like it rough. Send pics to my DMs. Comment 3 replied to comment 2. Are you out of your mind? She basically let a man die and you're out here trying to get your dick wet. Comment 4. Hope his family hires good lawyers and leaves you with nothing. You're not a wife. You're just a leech who latched onto a sick man. I feel sorrier for the dog than for you. OP reply, lawyers can't do shit to me. We're in a legal marriage. All the property is mine by right. Shut your mouth if you don't know jack shit about the law. Comment 5. Women have completely lost the plot. These days, my ex also ran off with her trainer. The second I got fired and the money dried up, you all need to be put on a leash so you know your place. Comment 6. Wait, so you literally heard him fall and kept watching your show while some guy was fucking you. That's a criminal charge for leaving someone in danger. OP reply, I'm not a doctor to go checking pulses. He fell all the time. I wasn't obligated to chase after him all over the house. Go read the criminal code before you try to scare me with charges. Response post by Griffin's sister. I'm Paige, Griffin's sister. Someone sent me a link to this disgusting post and I'm sick to my stomach from every single word. You lying piece of filth, Tiffany. You are an absolute monster in human form. Let me tell everyone what actually happened. Griffin didn't just die of a heart attack like this creature writes. He had stage 4 pancreatic cancer. He was dying in horrible, unbearable agony for the last 6 months. This bitch Tiffany flat out refused to hire a professional caregiver. Told our crying mother she'd give him his pills and take care of him herself. But we found out the truth. She just locked him in the room without water and went out clubbing on his money. That day she wasn't watching a show. The masseuse is her bald fuckboy who was banging her in our family bed while my brother was suffocating, trying to crawl to the phone in the hallway with bloody fingers. She didn't just transfer money to her account. He was already unconscious and delirious, and this disgusting piece of filth was pressing his cold finger to the phone scanner to unlock the mobile banking app and steal all his last savings for experimental treatment. We have bank statements. The police are already deep into this case. Criminal proceedings have been opened. Max was Griffin's old blind Labrador. He used to sleep curled up with him when the pain was bad. This creature drove him to the city kill shelter. We barely managed to get Max out this morning because the dog had a chip with my phone number that I put in ages ago. Tiffany, you stupid cunt. The Audi was bought before the marriage and is registered to Griffin's legal company. The house belongs to our mom. Griffin was just renting it from her so you could live comfortably in a nice neighborhood, you whore. The grandmother's diamonds you pulled out of the broken safe are already being tracked by the criminal police. You'll be left with absolutely nothing. Our lawyers are already preparing a stack of papers for court. Pack your slutty shit and get the fuck out to your masseuse before they come for you in handcuffs. Update. This crazy hysterical page is lying about everything and trying to turn the whole internet against me. I'm just absolutely mind-blown by what pathetic, vindictive assholes they are. Big deal. I transferred a bit of money to my personal card. I'm his legal wife. That's our shared family budget. I urgently needed to pay utilities, buy decent quality groceries, and generally treat myself after all this stress. You just can't imagine how hard it is to live in the same house with a person who constantly vomits, moans at night, and asks you to bring him a glass of water. His whining gave me severe clinical depression. I absolutely needed to cheer myself up somehow and get distracted. The masseuse is a genuinely certified masseur. My back was killing me from hauling fat Griffin in and out of the bathtub. He was just giving me a relaxing, therapeutic massage. I have every constitutional right to home medical care. As for the house, it might be mom's, but I'm officially registered there. They can't evict me without a Supreme Court ruling. Yesterday, the cops came, tracked mud on the carpet with their dirty boots, asked some stupid questions about the fingerprint and the transfers. I calmly told them Griffin transferred the money to me himself before he lost consciousness. He really wanted to make sure I'd be taken care of after he was gone. They rudely confiscated my phone for forensic analysis. Well, they can go fuck themselves. I went to the mall and bought the newest iPhone with his money. Paige keeps sending my friends screenshots from the neighbors' cameras showing my masseuse leaving the house. My so-called friends started mass blocking me. Well, fuck all of them too. Jealous, hypocritical bitches. Griffin brought this on himself by neglecting his health and not going to the doctors when I told him to. I'm a young, beautiful woman. I'm not obligated to bury myself alive at 38. Today I threw a loud party to celebrate the start of my new free life. I invited a bunch of strangers from Tinder, bought loads of premium alcohol, and we partied till morning on Griffin's money, let his rotten family choke on their own bile. I threw out all his disgusting bandages and IV bags. The house now smells like my new Chanel perfume. Response post by Griffin's sister. It's Paige again. Your party was just pathetic and sad, Tiffany. The neighbors called a police unit at 3 in the morning because you were shit-faced drunk puking off the balcony onto their roses, and your Tinder guests stole the flat-screen TV from the living room. But that's not even the funniest part of this story. The police searched the place and found Griffin's old work phone hidden behind the washing machine in the basement. You stupid sheep didn't know he had a hidden screen recording app running around the clock. It clearly shows in full detail you transferring money to your account while he's horrifically wheezing in the background begging someone to call an ambulance. There's footage from hidden cameras inside the house that Griffin installed a month ago because he suspected you were stealing cash from his wallet. On the kitchen recording, you can crystal clearly see you stepping over him with disgust while he's convulsing on the tile. You walk to the fridge, pull out a bottle of expensive champagne, pour yourself a full glass, and strut into the bedroom to your fuckboy. You didn't even lean down to check if your husband was breathing. The pawn shop owner turned out to be a childhood friend of our family and called me the second you brought him those diamonds. The jewelry has already been officially seized as primary physical evidence in the criminal case for aggravated burglary. And now, the best part for you, Tiffany. This morning, the police officially revoked your access to all bank accounts. They are completely frozen until the end of the manslaughter investigation. You are being evicted right now under an emergency SWAT order for willful destruction of property and attempting to conceal evidence. Get ready to try on an orange prison jumpsuit. You'll get 15 years minimum, you piece of filth. Update. I'm writing this crap from a stinking cheap motel on the highway outside the city. Those bastards actually kicked me out of my own legal home. In the morning, cops showed up armed to the teeth with some papers from a judge and gave me exactly 20 minutes to pack my things into one bag. I only managed to grab some of my most expensive makeup and a couple dresses. Everything else they brazenly sealed off. My masseuse just blocked my number everywhere the second he found out I had no more money in working cards. I genuinely just don't understand why all the shit is raining down on my head. I gave Griffin the best years of my young life. I cooked him food, I washed his dirty underwear, and he repaid me by secretly filming me on a hidden camera like some deranged pervert. What kind of normal husband spies on his own legal wife in their own home? That's a direct, gross violation of my basic human rights and personal privacy. If he hadn't been such a paranoid freak, none of this would have happened, and we would have parted ways peacefully. Paige twisted everything upside down to make me look like a greedy monster in front of the stupid police. They froze all my cards. I don't even have money to buy a decent dinner tonight. I had to eat some expired chips from a puke-stained vending machine in the dirty motel hallway. It reeks of cheap cigarettes in here, and it's crawling with bed bugs. I'm not used to such horrible conditions. I have a terrible allergy to cheap synthetic bedding. Right now, I'm going to find the most expensive and best lawyer in the city and sue all of them down to the last penny for defamation, emotional abuse, and illegal eviction onto the street. They will pay me for every single fucking hour spent in this dump. I'm a grieving widow, and the law is obligated to stand on my side and protect my interests. Griffin was a rare egotist in life and remained one after his death. He specifically croaked in the hallway that day to ruin my weekend and dump the police on me. If any of you can send me a little money to my card, just DM me. I'll pay it all back double as soon as I win the case and get millions in compensation from his insane family. You will all bitterly regret getting involved with me and not believing my sincere words. And that's it for this trash story. Thanks for your hopefully not wasted time. If you want more stories like this or from other subreddits, subscribe or at least drop a like. At least I'll know someone's actually into this. Bye, guys.